Hi everyone, this is Be Geeky Blog here, and today we're going to be recapping Shadowhunters Episode 5, Moo Shu To Go.
Be Geeky Blog.
And I'm Kat. You can follow me at XXKMGamingXX on Twitter and Instagram.
Hey everyone, I'm Bren. I'm ScarletNerd24 on Twitter.
Right. So tonight we're going to talk about our five like standout moments.
Oh, yeah, 5 highlights.
5 highlights. Yeah. So first off, I want to talk about Alec and Isabel's mother. We meet her very early in the show, and she's kind of a cold-hearted bitch.
You speak the truth.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
You know, because Isabel and Clary were having that heart-to-heart, and Clary was telling Isabel about her mother, how they have such a great relationship, and then you meet Isabel's mom, who's like, bitch, what you wearing? No, she doesn't say it like that, but she's
kind of like almost in a way, like shaming her for what she looked like. Yeah. And
then she goes over to Jace and she's like, yeah, we're not a very huggy family. And then that's what Isabel says to Clary. And then she walks over to Jace and gives him a nice big hug and a big old smile on her face.
Yeah. And then like when he's like training, she's like, yes. Like she was like a proud mom of like the wrong son.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she kind of, Alec, a little bit. So, I don't know, it was just kind of interesting to me to see that relationship. And that she works at the Clave in Idris, right? Is it the Clave?
Yeah.
In Idris, which is a super, super well-hidden Shadowhunter world. So, that was number 1. Number 2, we're going to talk about Jace and Alec. Their relationship now that, you know, it's out there that Alec loves Jace. However, Jace is taking it more as, oh, bro, we're parabatai.
Yeah, it's brotherly love.
Brotherly love. But you can tell that there's definitely some... Like
Alec is still, like, ashamed by the demon revealing that he loves Jace. But then, like, I feel like Jace isn't, like, entirely okay with, like, the vision that he saw.
Yeah. Well, I do want to mention that Clary remembers a box that she remembers seeing her mother pull out from somewhere in her vision. And it has, what, JC? That is Jonathan Clark? Yeah. Which I thought was Jonathan Christopher. So they changed that. I wonder why, if there's any significance to that. That sends Clary off, because Alec is actually kind of babysitting Clary while Jace and Isabel go on a mission for the Clave that their mother sent him on. So they go. So Clary's mentioning this box to Alex while they're like practicing, and he's like, "No, we're not doing it." And then he gets a phone call from the wonderful Magnus Bane.
Sorry, I was like replaying that scene in my head.
Magnus Bane, and he actually is asking Alec on a date, which is pretty cute. Or like for drinks. You know.
But you know what that means.
Yeah. And then he's like, Alec is like, maybe some other time. And while he's on the phone, the little sneaky Clary sneaks off away.
No, I think Alec was okay with getting drinks. He's like, yeah, when? And then
he was.
But then Clary had to ruin the moment.
Clary, girl.
Anyway. You're cock blocking.
For sure. Clary goes off. Alec hangs up the phone. Goes, oh crap, where's Clary? And then he has to go find Clary because he's babysitting.
Babysitting Clary is the worst.
Come on, girl, quit running off.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, you're in a group right now. You gotta. I know you want to find your mom. I would too, but you want to be smart about it. You don't want to die.
No, and be smart because she did have her phone on when she did like the invisible rune, and it went off, and Alec like chewed her out in the most sarcastic way ever. Yeah. I loved it.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Simon. Because while Clary is running off, Alec finds her. She gets a phone call from Simon. Simon wants to tag along. And so he does. Tag along. And he's like, he's powerful. He's getting some muscles, if I do say so myself. Parkour? Have you been doing parkour in the last, 2 days that we've been in this world?
Yes.
I don't know. I just don't know why it's not registering in their heads that he was captured by vampires.
But I think Alex does.
I think
starting to register what's going on.
Yeah, because okay, he's super strong. He's jumping over walls. They get to the building, and they see runes all over the building, and he points it out. He's like, "Wow, these people need to take some lessons from Clary." And then Alec is like, "You can see that? Mundanes usually can't. They can't see these things." So
yeah. And then he uses like superhuman strength to open the door, and he jumps over a wall with speed. So I mean,
I did like that line. It
doesn't take a scientist to figure it out.
Yeah, I did like the line though. He's like, "After you," to Clary, and then Alec walks up. He's like, "After me," and then he goes in. So you see, he's getting a little bit more of a confident boost, which I think is kind of cute.
Yeah, I think it's cute. I dig it.
I dig it. And then he's the one who finds the box because it's under the floorboards. They don't know where to look, but then he's like, "What? He can hear it? Like his crazy hearing power now." So there we go, Simon.
Simon is turning into a vampire.
What else? The wolf pack. So while they're out and about, while they're looking for the box, hand gestures. The wolves are after them because everybody, all the downworlders now are kind of looking for Clary. And then it specifically hones in on the wolves earlier in the episode. So now they're there, and then Alec is like, "Stay here, don't move. I'm gonna go see what's happening." He goes out. He has his cool bow and arrow, and awesome. You see the wolf jumping. It was really cool. It was a cool scene. Yeah, I liked it.
It's one of my favorite scenes.
And then he looks down this corridor or whatever, and he sees Clary getting put in a car by some men.
Yeah, well, it was Luke's partner.
Yeah,
was handcuffed Simon and Clary. Put him back in the car.
Taken to the restaurant. They are trying to figure out where the cup is. And they throw Simon in a jail in the restaurant. And while they take him, no, we could not do that part. But I just want to say, okay, if my best friend that I loved dearly was being taken away from me,
they got married
at 8. Just saying. But if they were being taken away from me, I wouldn't just be sitting there. I don't know if her feet were handcuffed. Maybe they were, just for hands. I don't know. But I would be jumping out of my seat trying to get to them. They would have to restrain me. That's my little side comment.
I'll be kicking some wolfness.
So, what happens? Alec...
Well, she's like, "Oh, I'll give you where the cup is," but she has no idea. She's try to use it to her advantage. Yeah. And then, Jace and Alec...
Oh, Simon calls Clary's phone. Yeah. Which... Alec had, because it was in her bag. And then he's like, "I don't know where I am." And they were like, "Send us a signal." So, I don't know.
They just found her.
Yeah. Well, she told the werewolves where they could find the cup. Not, it's fake. And they throw her in this crate kind of thing. Big crate, shipping container.
Puppy crate.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah. She's trying to escape, and then boom, the door busts open, and it's Luke. Luke has come to the rescue, or she doesn't know. She thinks he's evil still, but he tosses her over his shoulder, and she's
trying to get out of there, and she's like, "Put me down."
And then Alec, Isabel, and Simon, right? They all show up. Because Isabel rescued Simon.
Yeah, Isabel rescued Simon, but I think it was Jason and Alec that showed up. Because, they kicked Luke down, and they, started, doing stuff, beating him up, and knocked him out.
Yeah.
And then they took off with her, and then they met up with Simon and Isabel.
But then they see all the wolves. Because it's still in that...
Yeah, they get, corridored into, this little area. Yeah. And then, they're kind of around.
Yeah.
We're surrounded.
They're surrounded by the Alpha. And, dun, 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 dun. Here comes a mystery wolf, which is not really a mystery, but mystery wolf, and it fights the Alpha, and they say, "Oh, it's challenging him." So the Alpha and kills him, and then he comes out, and boom, he's Luke. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. And then, Clary obviously runs over. He's all beat up, and Alec immediately wants to report to the Glaive, but Clary wants to save Luke, whom he saved them.
And they're like, who's the only person that can save Luke? Magnus!
So we're going to see some Magnus next episode. Anyway, notable moment. Valentine, it goes back to Valentine. He's in Chernobyl, and he has this group of, we think it's prisoners, maybe, people. And he marks them with a rune, and then injects them with something. What is it?
Seelie blood.
Oh, it's Seelie blood. Okay. So he injects them with Seelie blood. And then he says something like, oh, well, if he's meant to be, then he'll walk with the angels, or something like that. So what are you doing, Valentine? What are you doing? You're trying to make some angels? Probably. Or some Shadowhunters.
Yeah. I think he's making his own army of Shadowhunters.
That would make sense. Well, that's why he wants the Mortal Cup, because the Mortal Cup can either make Shadowhunters, right? Or it can control demons.
We'll see what happens. What Valentine's up to.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it for me. Again,
that's our top 5 moments.
Top 5 moments plus one notable moment.
With Valentine. He seems to be our notable moment lately.
Huh?
He's always our notable moment.
He is.
Valentine.
His part is so small.
That's why I'm like, I still hate how they introduced him so soon. I feel like halfway would have been good.
It would have been good if they would have kept the mystery. I feel like a little bit of mystery would have been.
It would make Valentine's moments more notable. And maybe he might make our top 5.
Anyways, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.